with tertiary butoxide ions? The first thing to be kept in mind is you will always get an transalkene, rarely cis-alkene. Secondly, elimination follows Sidzeff rule. That says the most substituted alkene is the major product because most substituted alkene is more stable. No doubt, least substituted alkene can also be formed according to Hofmann's rule, but that is only in the case of quaternary ammonium hydroxides. When they decompose, you get the least substituted alkene. Or if you have got tertiary butoxide ion and you are reacting with tertiary butyl chloride, then steric hindrance is more. At that time, least substituted alkene is the major product. These things must be kept in mind. In the reaction 2-chlorobutane with alcohol alkoxide ion, the product is alcohol alkoxide ion is a dehydrohalogenating agent. So number one, elimination will take place and not substitution. Hence, the choice number 2 is ruled out. Now, since it is a secondary alkyl halide, had it been primary, then it would have followed E1 mechanism, E2 mechanism. But it is a secondary alkyl halide, it can follow E2 as well as E1. Here it will follow E2 mechanism because the carbocation will be more stable due to hyperconjugation. So first choice is also ruled out. Now out of third and fourth, you see cis-2-butene, trans-2-butene. I have already told you whenever there is a choice between cis and trans, dear student, trans-butene is the major product. Number one, that is more stable. Number three, steric hindrance is less. So the answer will be fourth. Now the ease of dehydrohalogenation is, in all these cases you will see that the first one is all will result in the formation of alkene, but one which will form the aromatic compound will be more stable. So if elimination is at allylic position, then you please see to it that conjugated dienes are more stable. First will give you conjugated, second will give you conjugated, third will give you aromatic compound, first will give you simple alkene. Hence elimination will be fastest in third, then in second, and lastly in first. Hence the answer will be third is more than second is more than first. So the correct choice is 3. Addition reactions. It is the reverse of elimination. In this case, from two compounds you get one compound. It can be also free radical, nucleophilic or electrophilic. Free radical addition takes place in alkenes in the presence of organic peroxides. For example, addition of HBr to alkene. It follows anti-Markovnikov rule or peroxide effect. Nucleophilic addition reaction takes place in aldehydes and ketones, and electrophilic addition reaction takes place in alkenes and alkynes. In the case of alkynes, in the presence of heavy metal ions, nucleophilic addition reaction do take place. In the case of alkene, if the electron withdrawing group is present on both the carbon as fluorine and fluorine, then too nucleophilic addition reaction can take place. Now, the rate of addition of HCN to the following carbonyl compounds. Number one, I have already told you carbonyl compound undergo nucleophilic addition. So, when they undergo nucleophilic addition reaction, as soon as cyanide approaches it, the pi electron shifts towards oxygen and cyanide will attack the carbon. So, greater the polarity, greater will be the ease of nucleophilic addition. Number one. Number two, lesser the steric hindrance, greater will be the ease.